Hey everybody, Arch here. So, missed a few videos, my apologies. I have 15 excuses, no solid reasons. You guys are important. I should be better at making time for that, and I apologize for that. But I'm going to make up for it by doing an extra long video just for grins. I actually meant to do a video of like kind of showing how I get ready in the shop and just kind of, I've done kind of videos like that before, but this will be extra long. I actually got the we signed our life away this morning for the new property where the shop's going. At some point we'll go walk around there. So yeah, it was just crazy. I had a notary public here this morning and all that stuff, so I wasn't able to do it, but I was going to show, I've shown this many times, but cleaning out chips and all this kind of stuff, getting things ready for, it's actually, the guy has a YouTube channel, Scrapping with Grandpa is he has like 15,000 followers on YouTube, but Scrapping with Grandpa is the guy who's taking my titanium chips to the recycler now, and it's doing really well for him. I think he gets like 75 bucks for 2 of these bins, which is kind of crazy. That's like 2 of these is like my weight is like probably $10,000, maybe more. But yeah, we'll just kind of take a look around. I have some titanium down here I haven't opened up yet. I actually need to open up some more, or actually order some more before the end of the year, get invoiced for that crap. I got to do that essentially like right now. So, because there's a couple things I want to make, that Nuck that I showed, I definitely am wanting to make those. I might actually do some Ultim ones because I have, or even Delrin ones. I have a bunch of Delrin. This is all Ultim here. Got that Ultim here. I do have some 2300 right there. This is 500 Middleman. I have this is one bin, but I actually have material to make 2,000 pocket clips. Those are going to be, those really are they're for anything. They're for the CRK clips, the Maggies. I'm making the new pocket clips for Project Wraith. These are actually really cool pocket clips. Totally different boss. It's similar, but these are not compatible. They're not compatible, and they also don't flip around. But I'm making these in a way. These are basically like the new Wraith clip is, it's actually not going to be called the Wraith. It really is a hybrid of my standard pocket clip and the CRK clip. They're very cool. Here's some prototypes right here. Very excited about these. Right now, I really, honestly, I made about like 700 of my normal pocket clips, which are just this one, these here. This is the last batch of those that I did. I got so burned out on making these, and I have a shit ton more upstairs. I think I have a shit ton in the. Yep, I have a shit ton right here. I have a shit ton upstairs. I got so burned out on making those that I'm just like, I can't go right into making CRK clips. I wanted to make something new and fun. I did get about halfway through the machining programming for the pocket clip version of this pry bar here, and it basically is exactly like the last time I showed it. Very minor tweaks that you wouldn't notice. And so that's cool. I'll probably finish doing the machining programming this weekend and be prototyping those on Monday. I should also mention here before I go too far, I plan on this being about a 30-minute video, so we're 4 minutes in. Once I make about 150 of these, they will go to Patreon. So that's going to be a Patreon pre-order. That way, if you guys end up ordering more than 150, I'll be prototyping the pocket clip version, and I'm able to use the same fixturing. And if you guys order more than 150 of them, I'll just switch right back into machining these ones without the pocket clips, which are freaking awesome, by the way. I absolutely love these. I gotta say, it's probably one of my favorite things that I've ever made. It really is just like I don't even know what to say. It's like a, look what I can do, fucking, it's just a cool fucking thing, man. These are really cool. Because it's like, not quite an EDC item, but certainly could be an EDC item. I kind of want to get like a Kydex bender, whether it's me or whether I just send one to somebody else that you guys can order one from. I think this would be a sick little like piece to have in Kydex. Like I picture like a female bartender with space pants on, and she can like put the Kydex clipped onto a ulti clip into her like waistband of her space pants. Kind of just like it's both a bottle opener and a fuck you get off of me tool, and it's fucking pretty sweet. I really like these. I'm loving the non-pocket clip version, and I think the pocket clip version is going to be awesome too. But so yeah, long story short is I have enough material to make about 2,000 pocket clips. That is half of the material right there. That's 1,000 bars of titanium in here. So I can make 2 out of each one, and then one of those down there is another 1,000 of those. And then yeah, I still have to figure out. These are the spinner. This is the spinner stock. I like I've said before. I had Nick McKenty. We collabed on the buttons. I designed them, he machined them, and I have 100 sets of those. And so I need to eventually get back on the making those. I keep teasing that, and it's just because it's on my mind. I get myself in trouble all the time of talking about stuff or showing stuff that ends up taking a while, and it's just because, you know, I think one of the fun things about me being so transparent is I'm just showing that, you know, I talk to a lot of makers, and you'd be surprised all the shit that happens behind the scenes that you'll never know about. And I think it's fun that you guys get to see everything, even though it might require some patience, and definitely there'll be some disappointments involved. But I think that's a very thin black line in the rest of a giant silver lining. So silver exterior even. So yeah, we'll keep on trucking here. I actually I ordered, is that only 250? That might have only been 250. Yeah, I ordered 500 of these bars. So I'm thinking, what is that? Oh yeah, that was 250. So that's half of them. This box was totally full. I'm like, I don't like seeing that box all the way empty. I'm like, I don't like having a bunch of clutter in my life, but I'm kind of a fucking titanium hoarder. Every time I see like my titanium stock dwindling, I'm like, I see that as like my fucking bank account. I'm just like, oh shit. I'm fucking, red alert. But I got a lot of titanium on hand right now. So that's good. But yeah. Take a look at just for shit. I'm just gonna stream. I'm just gonna go. Oh, this is where those buttons are. That's my 100 buttons. There's actually the 50 spinners are in here as well. I almost want to crack that open and show you guys some of that, but it's kind of a fucking rat's nest, and I want to keep that buttoned up for now. Safety whistle stock right here. That's pure titanium as opposed to alloy, and I just did that because it's the healthiest thing you can smoke out of, but it's actually pretty soft. You'll notice like some safety whistles where people like tap it on a glass ashtray or whatever, and it dings up their safety whistle. Even just like setting this down, I can feel it's this kind of like rings a little bit, even though that's a thin piece. This is grade 5, so you can hear that kind of ring. Big old chunk of grade 5 here, and this is like almost like a little piece of lead. Not quite, but yeah. These are cool. These are for prototyping some belt buckle designs that I have. kind of funny. I fucking ordered this stuff on a whim, and these are almost exactly 1 pound blocks of titanium. They're so, like, each one of these is like $100. It was really expensive. 3/4 by 3x3 by 3/4. Stupid expensive thing to buy. So I'm kind of biding my time until I'm like, what can I make out of this that I mean, it's going to be, whatever it is going to have to be expensive, because the materials are $100. I have to use a $500,000 shop to make it, and then, you know, tooling and stuff also is expensive. So I'm like, I don't know about those belt buckles. Also, it's just, I ordered these, I don't know, to be able to make a couple different things out of, and neither of them are ideal. We'll figure it out though. I absolutely am going to make belt buckles though. I wear belts every day. I think I have a pretty cool couple belt buckle designs. They're simple, they're minimal, they're not anything really super special about them. They're just a good utility belt buckle. Yeah. What else? That's basically it here. Let's go to the other side of the shop. Taking some time off machining right now to make these videos. That's one reason why I haven't been able to do it, is I've just been like, go, and it's 2026 is, I hopefully not going to spread myself too thin, but even just preparing for some of the stuff that I have planned for 2026, nothing that's like gonna blow your skirt up. I don't know how I'm gonna be able to make it to any shows at this point. I have not even scheduled a single show, because I'm just like, I don't know how I'll be able to do it. I thought 2025 was packed. 2026 is going to be really, really packed as well. I decided to just go ahead and call this the FAFO ladyfinger thumb, because that basically is what it is. And the middle finger that I have a couple of designs for a middle finger, and I'm just like, I don't want to let those go, and I don't want to call them anything else. So these are just going to be the fuck around, find out ladyfinger thumb. I do have 113 of these available. Crap, I just realized I have to refinish these 5. And those will drop on Monday. So this is kind of fun. It's 12 minutes in. Only half the people that even watch this video are actually going to even go this far, and we're not even halfway through the video yet. But I'll just let you guys know this is the only time I'm going to say this, just because that's fun. I am going to drop the FAFO ladyfinger thumbs this next Monday. So today's the 12th. What is it? 13, 14, 15th, I guess. If my retard math is right. 5 p.m. Eastern time. But I'm going to throw them up 2 minutes early. That's a long time. So you guys will have a big window for Patreon. I'm only mentioning it right now on this video. I'm not mentioning it again. So 4:58 p.m. Eastern time, Monday, I think it's the 15th. FAFO ladyfinger thumbs will go up. There's 113 of them. If I make those again, it's not going to be for a while. So things to keep in mind. I'm not trying to be a shithead. I'm just trying to have a good day in the shop, you know. So I get a lot of requests for things, guys, and I want it, and I actually do. You'd be surprised at how many. I just don't throw out a lot of kudos, just because people know who they are. But I actually do fulfill some requests, especially if it's like repeating. It almost, I see it so much that it almost becomes like it's part of my mind, and I'm just like, I should do this, and then, you know, anyway. And like I said, I don't know when I don't know when I'm going to be able to offer these to Patreon, but I do think it'll be like at or before the 6-week mark that I shoot for products. I also should mention that Patreon, Patreon's, what should I say, purchase and acquisition of these was a lot. You guys really showed up for those, and I appreciate that. Only I don't even know, 20 something ended up going to the public. Kind of crazy. Oh, you know what's wild is this one here is gonna go out here today or tomorrow. But I have a couple of blems. These are blems here. But I have one on my keychain. But I did not even make one to go in my. So we can go upstairs. I didn't even make one to go in my museum. So I think that's kind of serendipitous. So I've had a lot of people reach out to me in disappointment that they weren't able to get one of the V2 return to homes. And I think a lot of you guys that posted pictures of them, your pictures are so sexy and better than mine that like people really like those now. It's like I didn't really get any necessarily feedback on the way I did like the blown up face speed on one side. I mean, it took a long time to get that art right. I scaled it up, scaled it down, moved the face around, scaled it up, scaled it down, moved the face around. I mean, like, it took me many tries to get that how I liked it. So I'm glad people are excited about it, and I think it is worthy of making another run. But what I'm getting at is all these things work towards you guys' feedback, you guys posting your pictures and all that stuff. It all works towards the benefit of everyone, I think. So I get to make some more things that I spent a long time creating and designing, and more people get an opportunity to be able to purchase those, and I'm so grateful just for that marriage to be happening. But yeah, I don't have one. I didn't save one for. I really want all this to be like new. So a lot of these pieces I have used, but I'm trying to not do that anymore. I'm trying to have one for the pocket. I always say one for show and one to go, or one to go and one for show, you know, whatever. And that's like a theme that I want for like my collection, and just like something I recommend for other people who really love it. You know, it's like you love the middleman, pry bar or whatever. It's like, I think it's a pro move to have one that you can do whatever you want with, and then one for, you know, that you don't have any scratches on, that, you know, like is your little your treat or whatever. So I like that for myself anyway. So I'll have to get those in queue sooner than later, just because I'm like, it bothers me when this is incomplete. Obviously I'm gonna have to redo this pretty soon too, because I don't love I did the spacing wrong, so I need to squish everything up. I need to squish everything together. I can't quite, I mean, I could put another row under there, but it wouldn't look right. So I want to move these up, move everything a little bit tighter, and see if I can squeeze in one or two more rows. Maybe I'll try to do like a two broad rows and 3 skinny rows for the smaller stuff. But I have, I don't even know, 4 designs and things that I've made that I don't even have on there. So pretty cool. What else? I have like only one outstanding order right now. I had a big shipping day yesterday. I was able to make it happen two days in a row. It's good orders, really great orders for this Christmas season and Black Friday availability. On that note, you know, like I've said before, my goal is to make big runs of stuff where I make available immediately half of that run, and then I save the rest of the half of that run to drop in 6 months. So producing way more than I can possibly finish and package, and having that available in 6 months. That way I can do like 2 drops a year of one item. So very limited availability, but a good shot, you know, for everybody, and be as efficient as I can in the shop as well, which is becoming more and more crucial. But what I did right now, and I've already explained all this, is I've been really just busting it in here and made everything that I have available. I don't have any, well, that's not true. I have a whole bunch of the Thirsty Dorises sitting waiting for pocket clips, but that's just because I couldn't, like I said, I'm just like, I can't do CRK clips right now. I gotta work on something new, which is kind of funny. I've been working on a lot of new things, and I hope that's I know that you guys in Patreon like that. A lot of people don't dig that. There's people who are just like, why can't you just make V1 Mr. Nice bars, you know? Because I think that's what a lot of people do. I mean, shit, Chris Reeve Knives has been making the fucking, you know, essentially the same Sebenza for 35 years or something, and people, they can't make enough of them. And that's cool, but I'm one person who's has a thirst for new things and learning. So it's kind of interesting. I allude to this all the time, and I talk to people about it all the time, and I'd say about the people who like are involved. I say I have the end say in every single thing. But there are 4 people in I'd say significantly involved in Nice Guy Machine Company. That is me, who is the president, like, and CEO, but I'm a W2 employee of the corporation Nice Guy Machine Company. I also have he's my personal money manager, who is also the, like, I'd say, acting CFO of Nice Guy Machine Company, but he is a contractor, right? And we have, you know, agreements that, just like any fiduciary you have, is like, they make money when you make money. And this guy is involved in my every single decision, my whole life, and which is a big part of that is Nice Guy Machine Company. Nice Guy Machine Company is not necessarily my only source of income. It is not my only hand that I have in the honeypot of life. It just is what I do with my day-to-day life, and it is how I earn the majority of my income. It is the most important thing to me. I'll say that too. Anyway, part of our agreement is I have to basically do what he says, because, like, he, you know, not 1,000%. He doesn't. His compensation isn't great enough that we can just sit here and chit chat about it all day, every day. And my time is too valuable to do that as well. So we have fast conversations. We look at analytics. It's fucking crazy. We look at, gosh, I don't want to, I'm not going to say it. It's complex. It's complicated. I mean, we look at everything. You know, we look at all the facets and details of business. For instance, like, just like easy example, we're like, no more using dealers and distributors who rely on Nice Guy Machine's social media. In other words, like, you will not post, hey, you know, look at Recon One, they have stock of Nice Guy Machine products, because that dips into my customer base, and that is totally defeats the point of giving away 30% of the MSRP, MAP, manufacturer's authorized price, is how most businesses like mine structure now. Like, when I could have just do direct to consumer. That's just one of 45 examples of ways that we're structuring this business. Now, it's not to say that we're not using dealer networks, and we actually have some pretty cool plans in 2026 to utilize dealer networking more, and that is multifaceted. That is a big part has to do with my wife, who's like, I need Archie more in her life, and less on social media and working on the marketing and working on all that kind of stuff, which is relatively all consuming. And then we have fucking 20 other things that we're working on in our personal lives as well. Yeah, so And you know what's wild is like being a public person and having lots of acquaintances and friends and all this kind of stuff. Separating work and personal is hard, and it ruffles people's feathers. For instance, I have to have different cell phones. You know, and I, I, I have people all the time going like, "Hey, could you just give me your personal number?" And I'm like, almost nobody has my personal number. I used to have. I mean, it started when I was a general contractor. I handed my phone number out to everyone, and every is on Google. I have flyers, business cards. It's on my truck. It's on my job site trailer. I can't have my personal phone number on every single thing. And just because of that, that phone number is crazy and tainted. And I mean, it's just like, so I don't, yeah, so I keep, and Nice Guy Machine is my business, you know? I mean, it has to be my business, and I really do my best. We just moved to Southport, but I really am I will begin doing my best to, you know, work on having my personal life be in person, you know? So, and that's not to hurt anybody's feelings or whatever, but man, it's pretty common that people want to get in there. But that's neither here nor there. I'm just kind of, I just figured it'd be cool to be as open, honest, and and this, you know, this gets me in trouble too. Like people being honest, people don't like honesty. Some of you guys do. 90% of you guys do, but anyhow, still have several of the adjust the tip pieces dropped, almost 200, and I have about 50 left, which is perfect. If it's up to me, if I was just doing what I want to do, I would pull those off the website and save those for another drop down the road or a trade show or something like that. But because when I machined all of those, I did not. My whole intention wasn't going like, you know, drop all these at once. No, it's like, no, you know, like I said, what I'm trying to do. I'm also doing my best to not give away too much of my plans and ideas, because there are people out there who are just looking to, fuck, man. Unfortunately, there's that fucking dick face. I'm not even gonna say his name. There's a dude out there who literally is taking fucking almost every idea I've ever had, basically, and trying to monetize it. And I'm just like, really taking advantage of some things that I talked to him about and showed him, and it's just a real fucking bitch. And I'm like, we didn't discuss these things with you for you to make fucking pry bars that use CRK clips and make CRK clips and like why the fuck are you doing exactly what I'm doing? You know, like, what the hell? Anyway, so that's, and it's funny too, because people reach out to me and they're like, what's the problem? I'm just like, that is a fucking not a bro move. That's the fucking problem. That's not a gentleman's thing to do. A gentleman's thing to do is go, I'd love it if Arch could teach me some things about machining, design work, and talk about some of those things. And then, you know what? I'm going to make, I don't even know. Think of something. You can even make pry bars. Just don't do them exact, like make a recessed pocket clip, you know, exactly the same way that I do it on some pry bars. And then, I don't know. Anyway, I don't want to bitch and rant about too much about that, but that's really all I got. My dudes, and but I will say got some QC going on up here. Those are the ones that only 5 out of 113 needed a refinish, just because they'll get like a scratch that I don't like on them. But these are cool. These are cool. I actually don't even have one for my pocket yet. Maybe this bad boy is going to go in my pocket. I have a prototype. Or no, shit, you know what? This one needs to go in in the museum. I'll save this for the museum. These are sick, dude. They're a little busy. They honestly are a little busy, but I think they're awesome. They're everything I could have possibly hoped that they'd be. And the ladyfinger thumb, I mean, some of you guys have ladyfinger thumbs. There's almost like nothing that feels as good as the ladyfinger thumb in the hand. I guess Boris and Doris feel really nice in the hand. But that extra thickness on these, and I made these 0.28, they are cool. Anywho, I'm gonna wrap this video up. Apologies for missing the past couple of weeks. I don't like that happened. I hope this makes up for it. And again, I'm not trying to, with just like opening up and flowing with a 30-minute me talking at my phone like this, I'm not trying to be, I'm just talking. You know, I know that it's not all positive and might not even be that interesting, but yeah, things are good. Life is good. I'm super grateful to you guys and this business, my wife, my kids, my family, the other makers that inspire me. I hope I inspire some other makers as well. And yeah, I'm grateful and I'm blessed. So, Palabra a tu madre. Thanks everybody. Have a great weekend.